Wow, guys, this interview went completely left once Ilhan Omar tries to promote these violent protests to hide from the fraud that she's involved in. You guys gotta check this video out.
It's Minnesota
Listen.
Attorney General Ellison laying out their case. Democratic Congresswoman Ilhan Omar represents Minneapolis, where Renee Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent. And I appreciate your time, Congresswoman. So, look, this mass deployment, as we understand it, this additional 1,000 agents that we're learning about.
Really quick, guys, you could just tell by looking at Ilhan Omar's eyes that she is panicked. She knows that something is about to happen to her and Tim Walz. Tim Walz is trying to distance himself from this. He's trying to resign. He's trying to flee. Ilhan Omar, I wouldn't be surprised if she tried to get on a flight tomorrow, to Somalia. She sent billions there. She sent millions and millions of dollars there. I would not be surprised. What you guys thinking so far down low about this in the comments? How can they get away with trying to sue the Trump administration? Everybody that's done it has tried and they failed.
Would bring the number of federal agents on the streets of Minneapolis to 3,000, right? So if you add it to the 2,000 that they'd already said was the biggest ever immigration surge to an American city, you'd now increase that by a third to 3,000, dwarfing the number of Minneapolis police. Do you worry, Congresswoman, that this could turn into a conflict, that the agents could come into conflict with Minneapolis police?
I mean, it feels like we have an occupying force that has come in to our city. It is completely dangerous. It feels like we do not have a proper understanding of what the strategy is, what they're supposed to be doing when it comes to the federal law enforcement that has come in to our community. And so it is one of those cases where it can result into a more dangerous situation. And I agree with our Attorney General Keith Ellison in saying we would like for you all to leave and that we are taking action to require you to leave because it doesn't make any sense why you are in our city outside of the PR strategy that the White House has been conducting in Minnesota.
You have said, Congresswoman, that as part of accountability, that it's important for people to record ICE agents so that, to take cell phone videos when things happen. But I'm curious about how you feel now in the context of the tragedy that happened to Renee Good, right? Her wife was filming the tragedy. The ICE officer who shot Good was also filming, right? So we've got lots of video, never mind all the other people who are around. But I'm wondering if you're worried that by encouraging people to film,
Listen,
that could be encouraging somehow people to end up in more danger.
I mean, if you think about what ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or if you think about what the border control agents are doing, it's that they don't have jurisdiction in pulling over Minnesota citizens and stopping them and questioning them and detaining them oftentimes. So it is important for regular civilians to be able to trail these people, to document their conduct, and to make sure what they are doing is being recorded so that we can have accountability. We might not be able to deliver accountability under the Trump administration, but there is no possibility in which we are not going to be able to deliver accountability for the American public after Trump.
so I want you guys to listen. This is coming from the same person that said she's in the United States Congress to send money, basically to send money back to Somalia. Wake up, America. These Democrats are running scared because they're finally caught. You know, she's encouraging violence against these ICE officers and saying they don't have the jurisdiction to do what they're doing. I mean, at some point, people have to wake up, because I hope Trump sues her for her net worth. I hope he sues her for 30 million, because all the stuff, all the violence, all the rhetoric that she's causing, it's really bad. Let's keep going, guys. Make sure you're liking the video if you're new.
Police office when it comes to these agents.
All right, so you spoke out, obviously, against the administration's version of events in the Good shooting, and the White House came out after you did that, and they've told The Hill, I just wanted to quote for you, because this is just in response to what you said yesterday, that videos have debunked Ilhan Omar's lies. The ICE officer was clearly struck by Good's car. Omar should acknowledge the truth rather than lie about law enforcement and incite more violence against them. What is your response to them? And I guess as part of this, if it turns out that Good's car did bump the agent, right? If that happened, does that change anything about how you see things and the fact that this still shouldn't have happened?
I mean, it is the most BS statement again that the administration can put out. You see this officer clearly go in front of the car as she reverses. You see his hands on the car. You see
Like,
his
stop.
feet is
Stop the
very
car.
far away from the wheels of the car. So there was no possibility that he might have been afraid of getting hit by the car. And so it is a clear PR. It's a defense of a clear murder that we see on TV by the administration, and it is shameful, and it should not be acceptable. It's unconscionable, and I stand by everything that I've said.
Are you comfortable, though, with the word murder?
I am very comfortable with the word
Wow.
murder. There is no conscionable way in which you watch the video that the administration itself has produced, and you do not see this person, this officer, Jonathan Ross, clearly murdering this woman. Not only does he shoot her in the face, but you see two more shots being fired on the side of the driver's window. There is no way to explain this outside of it being a clearly thought out murder and execution of this woman.
So, guys, when they say you can't fix stupid, this is exactly what they're talking about. She wants to sit there and tell you that they have no jurisdiction. They can't go out there and pull anyone over. Trump sent these people over there. They're federal agents. They can do exactly that. You know? I feel extremely bad for that family because now they have to face all the hate and everything coming from the media. And now mainstream media is finally putting these Democrats on blast for exactly what they should be on blast for. You know, they're causing all this ruckus, they're causing all this division, doing everything they can to make sure we can't figure out the truth. Please, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And as always, let